Here is the rewritten article. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more engaging content like this. What if you stumbled upon a village frozen in time where ancient traditions and modern innovations coexisted in harmony? Welcome to a place where the past meets the future. All of this past meets the future. This is the future. And tucked away in a remote valley, this village has been a secret haven for innovators and artists. The air is filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers and the soft hum of machinery. Despite its seclusion, the village is a hotbed of creativity. Artisans work alongside engineers, crafting intricate wooden carvings and complex mechanical devices. The whirring of looms and the chiseling of stone fill the air. And this village isn't just a haven for creatives, it's also a testing ground for sustainable technologies. The residents have developed innovative solutions to harness renewable energy, conserve water, and reduce waste. So it's not just about preserving tradition, but about pushing boundaries and exploring new possibilities. As one resident quipped, we're not just keeping the past alive, we're also fueling the future with a lot of coffee and some rustic Wi-Fi. With that said, thanks for reading. It appears you're preparing a video script or presentation about Wonder Man, likely for a YouTube video or a similar platform based on the HTML metadata, and the mention of an article and the need for easy readability from a prompter. The metadata includes the title of the article, 10 important facts to know about Wonder Man, and several images related to Wonder Man and other Marvel characters. Since you're looking to finalize your video with a closing comment, like watching it until next time, I'll provide a general script template you could adapt to your content. Please note the specifics of your content, the 10 facts about Wonder Man, aren't provided, so you'll need to insert those details yourself. Script template for a video about Wonder Man. Introduction. Being able. Hi everyone, welcome back to Your Channel Name. Today we're going to explore one of the more intriguing characters in the Marvel Universe, Wonder Man. With the ever-expanding Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's more important than ever to know your characters. And today we're focusing on 10 important facts you should know about Wonder Man. And let's dive in. Mean content, visuals of the first meta image in the time, the first image related to Wonder Man. Fact one about Wonder Man. Simple, clear explanation of the first fact, moving to the next image as you transition to the next fact. 2, 7, 34, fact 2. I put it back in court on this in each of the talk in me. I would be loading the Logan command calibers similar to this similar
what is that talking to that together? Also, if you want to talk about your podcast, how concitement of what is that?
Uh, uh, and there you have it, folks. 10 important facts about Wonder Man. And whether you're a longtime fan of the comics or just starting to explore the MCU, we hope you found this video informative and interesting. All of this look at TA. If you did, give us a like. Subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and hit that notification bell to stay updated. And so I think that is what is, well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and until next time. Take care and keep exploring the wonderful world of Marvel and beyond. But when someone did it, this template gives you a basic structure to work from. Just fill in the specific facts about Wonder Man and adjust the visuals accordingly. And it looks like good luck with it looks like you have a list of image metadata in HTML format. And it appears to be a collection of image links related to Marvel characters, specifically Iron Man and Wonder Man. Here's a breakdown of what I see. There are 8 image metadata tags, each with a SRC attribute pointing to a specific image URL. The images are hosted on a movie web images server, -a dot movie dash web dash a dot movie web movie. The images are from various Marvel related content, including Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, Wonder Man, played by Yaffa Abdul Mateen II in mid-1915. A fight scene between Wonder Man and Iron Man. This Wonder Man's character promo art, a West Coast Avengers team image, a Revengers team image, possibly a spin-off or alternate team. If you'd like to extract the image URLs or use this data for any other purpose, feel free to ask and I'll be happy to help. It looks like you've got a list of meta tags referencing images from MovieWeb containing various Marvel-related characters and entities. And here's a breakdown of what we've got. But, you know, Wonder Man, 3 images featuring the character, including a solo portrait, and 2 with Scarlet Witch. Wanda Maximoff, the couple done probably in my prop. 2 images, including one with Wonder Man and another featuring Kelsey Grammer as the character, likely from his X-Men The Last Stand appearance. 3. 1 image of the character, possibly hinting at a connection to Wonder Man, given their comic book history, as this expensive model. So it is a C and light for miscellaneous, an image of the Marvel Studios logo. The context of these images is unclear, but it might be related to an article or news piece about Marvel Cinematic Universe, movies, or TV shows, possibly discussing the upcoming Wonder Man Disney Plus series or the Marvels movie, HTML code, links to two images, one of the Scarlet Witch from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and one of Wonder Man, 15 minutes 2016, meta tags listing various cryptocurrencies and MCU related keywords, and article text, introduction to Wonder Man and his complex backstory, tease for the character's upcoming appearance in the MCU, mention of the MCU's Phase 6, and new superhero productions. To give you a brief rundown of the character, Wonder Man is a superhero from the Marvel Comics universe. His secret identity is Simon Williams, a former headstrong man. It looks like you're providing a snippet of text from a movie or pop culture related article. The article appears to be discussing the upcoming Disney Plus miniseries about Wonder Man and draws some comparisons to other superheroes like Tony Stark, Iron Man. The tone is informal and conversational, with a touch of humor. Specifically, the article mentions Wonder Man's secret identity as Simon Williams, son of a rich industrialist. The similarity between Simon's backstory and Tony Stark's, both inheriting a company from their father, a transition to a new topic marked by the header Ein Photo. Tony Stark nearly put his company out of business with an accompanying image of Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. Would you like to discuss more about Wonder Man, Tony Stark, or the article itself? It appears to be discussing information related to a character named Victor Williams from the Marvel Cinematic Universe TV show Ironheart. As a second, the text, accompanied by an image of Iron Man Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr., explains that Victor Williams' company, Williams Innovations, was once a competitor to Tony Stark's company, Stark Industries. However, Stark Industries surpassed Williams Innovations, leading to financial difficulties and eventual collapse, prompting Williams to make questionable decisions that landed him in prison. The text suggests that the Disney Plus series Ironheart might explore Williams' past with Tony Stark, but the specifics will be revealed in future episodes. It looks like you shared a snippet of a blog post or article about Wonder Man, a Marvel Comics character. Here's a breakdown of the text, image, and introduction. The article begins with an image of Wonder Man fighting Iron Man and a paragraph introducing Wonder Man's character. We learn that instead of debuting as a superhero, Wonder Man was initially introduced as a regular character named Simon, who was powerless and angry at Tony Stark. Origin story, the paragraph explains how Simon struck a deal with Baron Heinrich Zemo to gain his freedom and get his bail covered. In exchange, Simon agreed to help Zemo with his plan to infiltrate the Avengers. However, the article notes that the upcoming TV miniseries might deviate from this origin story, as Nathan Fillion's character claims to be unaware of how he obtained his powers. Potential plot twist. The article speculates that this could be a nod to Wolverine's storyline, where the character's past is shrouded in mystery and their memories are slowly uncovered. This raises the possibility that the show might explore Simon's backstory and the circumstances surrounding his powers in a similar way. And next section. The article then moves on to discuss another aspect of Wonder Man's character, specifically his superpower, which is based on ionic energy. However, the text is cut off at this point, so I can't provide more information on this aspect. It looks like you're interested in learning more about the abilities of Wonder Man. According to the text, Wonder Man has undergone a series of treatments that have enhanced his physical abilities to superhuman levels, making him comparable to Thor. Some of his powers include extraordinary speed, endurance, often peace, toughness, agility, strength. He has even proven himself to be a formidable opponent in battles against powerful foes like the Red Hulk. Additionally, Wonder Man appears to be almost invincible and virtually immortal, much like Superman. He has managed to survive and come back from apparent deaths on several occasions in the comics. And it's also mentioned that in the future, Wonder Man will have the ability to transform into a pure form of ionic energy, allowing him to switch between different states. However, the text cuts off before explaining more about this ability. Overall, Wonder Man seems to be a highly powerful and resilient superhero with a range of impressive abilities, a question of limitations. Well, Wonder Man's abilities are certainly impressive. It's true that the trailer suggests that he may have a few vulnerabilities, but here are a few possibilities. One in 1 million. Vulnerability to magic in the comics. Wonder Man's powers are based on his ionic form, which makes him highly resistant to physical attacks. And however, he is not immune to magical attacks, which could potentially harm him. Emotional instability. Wonder Man's history with the Avengers, both as an enemy and a member, may indicate emotional instability or inner conflict. This could make him more vulnerable to psychological manipulation or exploitation. To this, 3, energy depletion. With his ability to project energy and perform feats like flying and teleportation, Wonder Man may need to recharge his energy reserves periodically. If he's unable to do so, his powers may be diminished or deactivated. Similar, if you like it, similar physical strain. Using his powers extensively may put a physical strain on Wonder Man's body, leaving him exhausted or injured if not managed properly. I know that this is weakness to certain materials. In some comic book storylines, Wonder Man's ionic form makes him vulnerable to certain materials, such as vibranium or other exotic metals. These materials could potentially disrupt or neutralize his powers. Of course, these limitations are speculative, and the Disney Plus series may introduce new vulnerabilities or modify existing ones to suit story Nevertheless, it's exciting to consider the possibilities and how they might impact Wonder Man's character development and interactions with other Avengers. Sophisticated integration into the Marvel Universe, Wonder Man has not only worked with the Avengers, but also helped establish several other superhero teams. Notably, he is a founding member of the Revengers and the West Coast Avengers. Wonder Man has played a significant role in establishing several superhero teams in the Marvel Universe. Here are some key points. One, West Coast Avengers. Wonder Man is part of the West Coast Avengers, a team founded by Hawkeye in San Diego. And the team members include Hawkeye, Wonder Man, Mockingbird, Tigra, and Iron Man. Two, the Revengers Wonder Man later creates a new team called the Revengers with the goal of countering the actions of the Avengers. The Revengers are a team of lower tier superhumans led by Wonder Man and consist of members like Anti-Venom, Atlas, Captain Ultra, Demolition Man, and Goliath. It's interesting to note that Wonder Man's character seems to be complex as he questions the impact of the Avengers and takes action to create a new team to counter their effects. So, and as hinted by the header for he's an actor, there might be more to Wonder Man's story, but that's not included in this passage. Would you like to share more about Wonder Man's acting career? It seems like you're sharing some interesting trivia about Wonder Man, a character from Marvel Comics. Here are the 3 points you've mentioned. One, that Wonder Man's acting career, Wonder Man, aka Simon Williams, relocates to the West Coast to pursue an acting career in Hollywood. Now, this aspect of his character is expected to continue in the upcoming Disney Plus miniseries, where actor Yahya Abdul-Mateen II will play Simon Williams, auditioning for the role of Wonder Man in a TV show. I mean, to sound self-referential casting, the casting decision by Marvel is quite meta, as it involves an actor playing a character who is auditioning for a role based on himself. 3, Wonder Man's brother, the Grim Reaper, Wonder Man's brother, Eric Williams, is actually the Grim Reaper, supervillain in the Marvel Universe. And this adds an interesting dynamic to Wonder Man's character and backstory. Is there more to share about Wonder Man or his connections in the Marvel Universe? It seems like you're writing about the Marvel character Wonder Man and his connections to other superheroes and villains. The Grim Reaper, a sibling rivalry like no other. You might have heard of the infamous supervillain known as the Grim Reaper, but what you might not know is that he's my brother. Well, he isn't the actual personification of death from folklore. He's a powerful necromancer who has clashed with Wonder Man in the past. And interestingly, he'll be appearing in the upcoming Disney Plus miniseries played by Demetrius Gross, an unlikely friendship with the X-Men's Beast. But enough about my brother's villainous alter ego. Did you know that Wonder Man is close friends with Hank McCoy, aka Beast from the X-Men? In fact, the two have had a long history of camaraderie, despite being from different superhero teams, with Kelsey Grammer set to reprise his role as Beast in the Marvels. We might just see this friendship play out on screen. Let me know if you'd like me to continue helping with your text. It looks like Wonder Man's personal life is quite interesting. It's revealed that he has dated the Scarlet Witch, which is a significant connection in the Marvel Universe. This relationship could add a new layer of complexity to Wonder Man's character and potentially create tension and conflict in future storylines, especially if the Blu-ray release explores his relationship with Scarlet Witch. It's also exciting to think about how this could play out in a live action storyline, possibly even in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The dynamic between Wonder Man and Scarlet Witch could add a new dimension to the franchise, especially if it's explored in a Wonder Man solo film or an X-Men reboot. Relationship dynamics. The Marvel Universe is renowned for its complex web of relationships, often reflecting real-life challenges such as unrequited love, heartbreak, and complicated friendships. Wonder Man's situation with Scarlet Witch and Beast not only adds to this narrative tapestry, but also humanizes superhero characters, making their emotional struggles relatable. So sometimes character development, the rejected love, and subsequent resentment Wonder Man feels, followed by his eventual recovery and pursuit of a relationship with Scarlet Witch, contribute to his character development. And it showcases how superheroes, despite their invincibility on some fronts, are vulnerable to the same emotional turmoils as humans, making them more rounded and accessible to audiences. Three, continuity and connections. The mention of Scarlet Witch's appearance in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness highlights how the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the comic book storylines can share connections, even if these are adapted or presented differently. This continuity helps in creating a vast interconnected universe, enhancing the fan experience. Four, the tumultuous relationship between Wonder Man and Scarlet Witch offers rich narrative potential with opportunities for storytelling that explores themes of love, heartbreak, and redemption. Given the increasing presence of these characters in the MCU, such a storyline could be adapted into one of the Marvel Cinematic Universe films or Disney Plus series. I don't really think the mention of Beast and his relationship with Wonder Man suggests a broader universe where these characters interact closely, influencing each other's lives and story arcs. This could set the stage for future character introductions and alliances within the MCU, further expanding its rich narrative universe. Age of Ultron and Avengers Infinity War, where she was portrayed as deeply in love with Vision, who sacrificed himself to save her and the world from Thanos. The MCU's WandaVision Disney Plus series, 2021 series, explored Wanda's grief and her attempt to recreate her life with Vision, indicating that she still holds strong feelings for him. The series ended with Wanda coming to terms with her past and acknowledging that Vision is truly gone. Given the show's conclusion and the possibility of Wanda's reintroduction, it's possible that the MCU might choose to revisit her relationship with Wonder Man. However, considering Wanda's ongoing emotional growth and the substantial storyline dedicated to her feelings for Vision, it might take significant development for her to form a new connection with someone else. Ultimately, only the MCU creators know what plans they have for Wanda's character and potential romances.